I have 70 nice coins. Very interesting indeed. Barry. Oh, you just noticed that? Hello, welcome back to Jobs. Here, our episode of Danganronpa. Last time, what happened? So, in between episodes, 95 and 96, which is this episode, I did a recording. It didn't work. The mic didn't record any of my voice. So, what I'm going to do here is get a quick summary of what happened in the last 20 minutes of the game. Also, I got the black backdrop finally. So that's cool. So yeah, we're gonna continue where we left off. So pretty much what happened last time is we were in the garbage pit. Kyoko fell down there. She talked to us. We talked a shit ton. Nothing really important until we got onto the ladder. We started climbing up the ladder, and then Kyoko started telling about her past, how the headmaster is her father, and she wants to cut all ties with him, and she's the ultimate detective, and she's part of a long line of detectives. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. Let's continue. If you talk to Monokuma... Oh, yeah, pretty much, and now we're back in the school area, in their garbage room. And now, and Makoto's worried that, Monokuma's gonna find him and gut him. Alright, we're all caught up now. My cat allergies are bothering me, so yeah, let's see how well this does. If you talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Be better for us to go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little super uneasy about this. But we don't have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, let's skedaddle. You there yet? Yes. I'm not sure why I was saying spacebar, thinking there might be a jump button. I can cash in my nice coins later. We need to go to the gym, to Monokuma. Oh yeah, the gym, not the cafeteria. But do you know what I can do on the way to the gym? I can stop by here. I have 70 nice coins. Alright, we're back. I didn't get distracted by gambling or anything. But here we are at the gym. We probably went in there and Kyoko was like, how dare you?
Well now.
Interesting. Kyoko, don't mind so much. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? The guilty party is exposed to the class trial. They alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything a chance. Kyoko, whatever you feel like you have to. What?
However,
before you do, let me say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? Hey, you! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because...
We set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
So I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the class trial weren't at all what you're expecting. Because you never imagined that you'd be in the position. One person would protect that in that position. One person protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that, oh wow, I can't read. And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened, and tried executing him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. The entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that coming up to our aid, even if you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Huh.
Listen to me.
So execute Makoto for it. It would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. But the blackhead is exposed. They alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Huh! That means I lose! You're playing a big game! You're saying that the blackhead is me and not Makoto!
Well?
And can you prove... You can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that! What is this? A counting routine? To make such a bold claims with a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have time right now. But with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find it.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk to me like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
Makoto really was the killer. He would never have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much. You love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me of the absence of evidence.
Indeed.
It's not like I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They'd assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill blah blah blah.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have
then I
to do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you followed with the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
She said for me, hey!
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer and the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry. We haven't heard a bear pun in so long.
what's wrong?
Oh, it's getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. It's time to have some bear jokes. Now you suggested now what you suggested might be possible. But we certainly make for a honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
you guys!
If we do things your way, that'd be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you an unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Were your hopes to win out, or my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown! He agreed. And we still have another shot at this. This is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So let's final face-off. You have unearthed all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery. The pawing around the school. If you can do it,
I can barely contain
then that's all enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's
Oh boy, these bear puns. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Let's bear it all. If you claw your way up to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. If you can't do all that, we all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. We learned the whole truth. What kind of despair will you show me? Finally, no bear pun. We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
We've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? Honestly, I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey.
Oh, before we get started, I want to clear one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when the class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I know that for sure. Oh, there it is. So what?
Hey.
Just to confirm, that is what you said, right? And that is a true statement. You're suspicious. I've said before, but it bears repeat. Wait a second. That reminds me, didn't Byakuya say that Marukuma's the waking up announcement, the execution announcement, and all that are pre-recorded? Remember my theory about Junko? My theory about Junko? Remember, we didn't hear an announcement play off, even though they're pre-recorded. So, that could mean that it is Junko's body. Remember, wounds multiple. Oh, it costs to be female. So who females died? Celeste is crushed. That you couldn't use that body. Chihiro had their head bludgeoned in. That could be repaired. Well, in a way. Sakura's too big. It could either be Sayaka or Junko's bodies. Cause remember, wounds days old. No, it couldn't be Sayaka because it had one stab wound. It must be Junko's old body. Togo's not dead yet. Kyoko's still alive. Hina's still alive. It must be Junko's dead body. I just remembered what Byakuya said about the announcements. Okay. And now I'm seeing why this game's taking so long to complete. I stopped playing the entire game just to say my theory. Yeah, you don't have to be so suspicious. I said before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a class trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's class trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? That would mean that whoever killed Mukuro... Oh shit. Ah, shite. I'm sure I told you already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people attending a single step in host being since the killing game began. That was 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden? Huh. I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why are you so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Oh, you just noticed that? Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You're gonna let me go? Hell, I don't even care anymore. You're gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair.
Hey.
Come on, let's go. Okay. Marukuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we found out we were out of the gym. Could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you for everything I have right now. It's because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is just ahead of. Oh, it's still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
Whew.
But I'm still glad it worked out. I wasn't sure that any of me would accept my proposal. But honestly, why did the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because that one moment the mastermind let down the guard. Like I said. Shite.
However... Whew.
Click the wrong button.
So...
There we go. So what was it that what was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself. But you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they hijacked the airwaves and broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what do you think they heard? When you heard that, pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, I had the idea that actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about it like that kind of, you don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow the mastermind is able to do it.
In other words...
To think of another way, there must have been some kind of reason they had to something to do that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost of killing each other. They wanted to show us the world? Show the world? The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, then we would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us all kill each other, and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for students to speak, right? A certain concept? You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink in despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That their goal is the ultimate despair. You know, it's kind of the same concept as the Sith and Jedi, isn't it? But they want to prove that despair is better than hope. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational, and that kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But isn't that like their own reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know you're angry. I know how angry must make you, yet same motivation is what led the mastermind revealing their weakness. But
In other words...
because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind had to had to be more particular than it is reasonable about their own regulations. And the mastermind simply is ignored the rule. This would have been a game, but it is a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
But at least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in the case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, oh yeah, actually we go back to that. That is multiple wounds. Each one would create their own wound. So I checked out my theory. Junko was not Mukuro, but they used Junko's dead body. So instead they tried to use the class trial, following all our proper rules to get me killed. They began the class trial that didn't have the right answer. They named me out to be the killer. But even that didn't. Oh, but even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took another risk. They attempted to kill you, who instead also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion. The mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove the world that despair is better than hope. Jeepers, they're talking a lot. They had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only have to do the mastermind. It only to do the mastermind harm. Had to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. Well, all that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind to accept a challenge.
however,
But it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Know the path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
Then, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning, essentially. I was making a bet. Looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. Alright, that's the end of today's episode. Everybody, thank you all for watching. Oh, let me know what you guys think about the black backdrop. If you prefer this or the white backdrop. And yeah, as vista, have a good day.